How's it going, guys? We're back with another episode.
Gil with the radio voice.
With the radio voice. Don't touch that.
Sorry.
He's going to pick it up. We got a special guest, Ron.
What's up? How's it going, man?
Good, man. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in like years, bro.
It's been a while, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely good to see you, man.
Yeah. So you've been working online. You got the photographer thing going on. How about you introduce yourself?
I'm Ronald Wayne. I'm a photographer based out here in Miami, actually, Pembroke Pines to be exact. Been doing photography like 3 years now. It's the start of my third year, and it's been a very, very fast ride. Very fast. Very grateful and thankful, and also this is my first podcast, and I'm like super excited. So
we're popping your podcast cherry.
Popping the cherry. Yeah, I'm excited, and it's good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you. And of course, we got Toya here.
Oh,
Yeah.
so dry. Hi.
Yeah. So Ron, well,
Awkward.
how did you start this whole photography journey? Because I remember working with you. I don't remember you having, with us talking about photography, but how did you jump into that?
It actually started from the training background. A lot of people don't know that, but I used to be a trainer.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
And during that time, I used to train my clients and use social media and the platforms to record my clients and do the before and after pictures and stuff like that. So at that time, I had more fun, on the creative side, taking pictures and recording them and stuff like that. And this is when Instagram was first coming out, and I seen photographers, at that time, traveling the world, very enticing, So I was like, man, if I get a camera, I feel like I'll be able to do something with this. And at that time, I was recording them just on my phone, and making videos.
So all those cool videos from like 2015, it was from your phone?
It was from the phone, yeah.
Damn. Because I went back to look at him like, yo, he was fucking dope back then.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah. So and then like I told my clients about it, and they was like, they understood, they believed in me, because they knew, I wasn't losing sleep, looking for meal plans, and like, I knew my craft, I was certified, but I just felt like that passion was on the creative side of it.
So did you have any creative experience before this or no?
I don't think so, man.
So as a kid, you never like drew outside the line?
I didn't do any of that, man. I don't know. It's crazy. Just I really didn't have anything like creative. I mean, I played video games, but
I mean that's kind of creative, I guess.
Yeah.
Opening your mind to something else, but that's awesome, bro. Yeah. So when did you pick up your first camera, and what was your first camera?
I picked up my first camera the end of 2015.
Wow.
I had the Canon 60D.
And that's a crop sensor.
I believe so. I don't even know what it is. Like at that time, I didn't even know. I still don't know if that's a crop sensor or not. Yeah, it's crazy.
So you just picked it up
picked it up.
Yeah.
I bought a lens. I think my first lens was I had the kit lens for a while.
Yeah.
I was using that.
And you were using that for professional work?
No, because I wasn't a professional back then.
Okay.
But I was using that. I was using that for my clients at the time.
Yeah.
And then I think my first lens was the 50, the Nifty 50.
Okay.
The 1.8.
That's pretty much everybody's
that's everybody's first lens. Yeah. So I used that, and my girl at the time, I was taking pictures of her as well. So that's what I would take pictures of her. And then social media. A good friend of mine to this day, Xavier.
I haven't looked at any. I'm like over here, like, what do these pictures look like? You didn't even educate me.
That's
it
true.
was so. I was
You
last
talking to-
minute. He
Oh,
literally
okay.
called
No, that's
me,
all
like,
good. That's all good.
yesterday.
I think I've sent you some of his stuff before.
Have you?
Yeah. Just think about good pictures.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. I'm gonna just envision. That's cool.
Yeah, so you picked up the 50, and from there you just went and got to the 70 to 200?
No, from there, man, it's been a journey, man. From there, I just started shooting, doing a lot of free work, just shooting models, not really understanding my lane as far as like what I wanted to shoot, so.
Because for a long time, I remember you shooting fitness videos in the gym.
Right. Yeah. So because, I had that trainer background, I was shooting models, like bikinis and stuff like that, but then I did a lot of fitness videos. And the story behind how I got into that was one of my clients and good friends to this day. I was following him. He's a personal trainer. Mm-hmm. And I was working at the nightclub Live here in Miami. And his name is Thomas, but he goes by, his Instagram is tfit360. So I saw him, And I just yelled out his name. I was like, "Yo, T-Fit," and he looked, you know. And,
Who the hell? Like everybody
Where's
does
your
that. My phone.
Yeah, I'm like, gotta look at the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull up all that stuff.
Let me pull up his Instagram for you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So what happened? You said
Yeah, so I looked at him, and then he didn't know who I was. So I was like, "Hey, man, I follow you on Instagram, man. I'm a trainer too. I follow you. I appreciate your work, but I'm starting to get into videos and photography and stuff. I DM'd him the next day after, and he wrote me back, and he was like, this was like when Instagram was just coming out, like video was just still like 15
seconds.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say nobody was good,
yeah,
but
I
no
remember
one knew who was good yet,
Yeah.
So it was like, so he's like, "Hey man, I like your work." Mind you, I had a Vimeo at the time, and I put all my client stuff up there. I didn't have any, I never filmed like any fitness professional, you know. So I was really honest with him. I told him, I was like, "Hey, listen, I really, I'm not really that good at this, And he was like, "Look, I just need content,
Yeah.
He's working for a sports brand, so he just needed content. He gave me a shot, and we still work to this day. I'm forever grateful for him because, just like with anything, man, when you start something, you're not that good at it, you know. So, but he believed in me, and we shot like.
Would you say he was like your mentor in a sense?
Definitely, absolutely, yeah, definitely. At that time, he believed in me. We worked on a consistent basis. What helped me get some of the gear. Back then, you know what I'm saying? Even, I was shooting everything handheld too for video. It's crazy. Like people coming up now, it's like they have all the tools and stabilizers and stuff. I was shooting it handheld, So that was amazing. I'm still really good friends with him today. I've learned a lot of like business things with him as well, like how to market and stuff. So it from him, was able to, leverage everything from, doing the fitness stuff,
So the network is pretty much key to your success, you would say?
Yeah, man. The network is huge. Work ethic has a lot to do with it too, but, I'm a firm believer in, you're only as good as the people around you, you know? So you have a strong, circle around you, that's going to be a direct impact on like what you do, like I always say, like, if you go to someone's house, or whoever you're close to and they're always playing NBA 2K or video games, there's a good chance that you might start playing video games. If you go over their house, like, "Hey, man, let's start on this new project," or, like anything, it's just like, the energy, it's going to be a direct impact.
So I was going to ask you, you started working with a company, how do you pronounce it? Be Fine?
Be Fine. Yeah.
Is it Be Fine?
Yeah.
I took a wild guess.
Yeah.
Because it has like an underscore under the B or something.
Right.
So how did that happen?
That happened, that happened through Angelo.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Xavier.
Okay. Yeah,
gotcha.
so he shoots with them all the time. They were doing a campaign, and
Jamaica, was it?
Yeah, they went to Jamaica. They needed they wanted some visuals, and me and Angelo, that's my guy still to this day.
You could probably help me and Toy with that because we've been trying to get the concept of doing a visual for a long ass time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we can definitely make that happen. Yeah.
These are really nice, and I'm looking like some of these outfits are nice. I need to follow you so I can follow them. These are really cool.
Thank you.
Really nice.
So how does the starting these photo visual projects work? Do you have a director, or this is like all you? Is it just like throughout the whim, or do you contact the models throughout the week? And
some of most of the stuff, usually the client knows what they want, but a lot of my stuff is my direction for the most part. Like besides like the real client, like the clients like Be Fine, they have a direction, a whole vision planned out. Usually, I just it's all in post as well too. Like I've done so many fitness videos, I've done so many swimwear campaigns and stuff like that. So the client trusts me to just bring it to life. So
yeah, you have a catalog of great work, so that kind of helps you get future good clients.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to conquer right now. My work isn't great. But the thing is, I don't really have like great clients, and the shoots that I've been getting, I'm primarily like family shoots, baby showers, like I said, events, and you can't really post those to get those Be Fine type gigs,
right?
Because you only get those family type situations if you're shooting family.
Right.
Yeah.
What I would suggest is what I tell a lot of beginning, people that are trying to get clients, make your stuff look like who you're trying to attract. So, for example, I haven't shot anything that has to do with cars, right? But if I want to start getting car stuff, I'm gonna have to start shooting cars.
Yeah.
So I might have to do some free work, and not just that, making it look like the person you're trying to track. So if I want to shoot for Range Rover,
I noticed.
Dress
I was
for
just
the
about to
job
say,
you want.
I was gonna say that because your wallpaper. I sound like a fucking creep now, but your fucking wallpaper on your computer is a Range Rover,
Right.
and every time I see it, I'm like, all right, this must be a dream board.
yeah, man,
Like,
yeah, bro, that's huge, man. I believe in manifestation and like seeing things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like writing things down. That's another thing. That was like mostly part of like my success. Like that's what really changed my life. Writing things down. You know, not just like for me, not just on your phone. Like writing it, like in this room right now. Like the things that you want to get done, the things that you want to have. Because the more you see it, you're gonna get it. Like having things scheduled out, writing it down. You know what I'm saying? Having things in order. Like once you see it, it like becomes you. You know, like
so you'd say writing it down, you're putting it into existence.
right.
Yeah.
You're holding yourself accountable. That
Yeah.
I feel like that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's why like when you go to school, there's syllabuses and things and agendas and stuff like that. Like they have to have that. You know, it's just like otherwise when you go to school, like what are you gonna do?
Exactly.
You know, so once you see it, then you have something to go by. You know, so
Do you ever read the book As a Man Thinketh?
I haven't read that
Do you,
one.
do you read it at all, or
I don't read that much. I listen to a lot of YouTube and like podcasts, like
TED Talks?
Yeah, TED Talks. Yeah,
You, I noticed you follow Gary Vee a lot.
I
Is he
love
like
that
a
guy, man.
yeah? Me
I
too.
love that
Yeah.
guy,
You heard of
man.
Gary
That-
Vee, right?
yeah. Have you heard of Gary? Have you heard of Gary?
I don't know anything. I'm like,
Yeah, Gary Vee, he's a really good motivational speaker. First time I heard him was on Charlemagne's podcast,
Okay.
The Brilliant Idiots, and then
Okay.
he brought him on
You know the
on the radio
guy.
station,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, so like, I don't know, it just kind of woke me up to be like, all right, no more excuses, right?
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
fucking do it, and because
Yeah.
he's not the motivational speaker who, all right, you can do it. He's like, no, you're the fucking reason why you ain't shit.
That's why I love him, because almost like how people hire a trainer and they want someone to kick their ass.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's like all this time, like, what have you been doing? You know, and some people that I'm friends with don't resonate with that, but I feel like it's going to be a certain time. Like for me, like Mike Rashid, he's a fitness entrepreneur. He introduced me to, because I was so like whoever you believe in,
Yeah.
you know. So like I believed in him. I was watching his channel, his entrepreneur. So he's like, there's somebody I want to bring on the show that I think you guys will like. So then, all right, cool. Didn't know who he was, but then the way he was talking, his work ethic, obviously he can back it up. But it was just more the practical and like badass side to him. You know, that's what I love, because it's like yo, what the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like you want to you want to get more clients? Well, you might need to post more, or it's just like it's so practical. It makes you kind of like feel stupid in a way.
Like,
but you
why didn't I
need-
think of this?
Exactly. Like he'll have these strategies that like we've heard of, but it's like the way he puts it together. It's like, you know, just like selling stuff. Like, you know, buy something, sell it, but then like people don't do it because they're worried about what other people think, you know. But then like he had a episode where the guy was like, yo, I thank you so much, because I was selling stuff, but people were looking at me on the subway funny because, you know, he was taking it to some person to go sell it to him or something like that. But I love Gary. He changed my life, you know, like, and it's funny because I was dating a girl at the time, and when I first heard about him, I was like being so hard on her, and like we kind of like separated because of that, because like I was like savage. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're watching TV, but you're complaining, like, you know, it was. I was just like zoned out. I had just heard Gary Vee, and I'm like, yeah, like, but then like now she listens to Gary Vee, so it's like, you know, so it's funny, man.
So it's kind of hard to maintain a relationship with friends, even like a significant other, because you don't feel like they're on the same like wavelength with you.
At that time, at that time we were just doing two different things. But you know, it definitely helps when you're both doing the same thing. It definitely helps.
Or it helps when they're supporting you and they understand what
Right,
you're doing.
right,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like, you know, and you know, sometimes like I beat myself up. Like everybody's not going to be an entrepreneur. It's not for everybody. Like it's really like they're not playing when they say it's lonely, because you're doing the things that no one else is doing. Like, like, you know, you see on my social media, like I don't hang out. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, this has been the best year of my life.
Now
Man.
you've been
So
to
it's
been to
like-
Cape Town, South Africa,
Yeah,
and
man,
it was
like-
just for work. And I'm like, nigga, like,
Yeah, man. Like
still
it's
vacation.
yeah.
it's real, man. Like you know, for me, like I don't give people credit when they go to work Monday through Friday. You have to because you have your bills to pay.
Yeah.
So I get like this crazy like energy on the weekend. Like I feel like I'm taking over the world, like because everybody's out. So I feel like I have an advantage. You know, like they're out. I'm doing some research. You know what I'm saying? Because then like, all right, because when they get when they go back to work on Monday, you know, like now they're hating their life, and then like I've already strategized. You know, like Mondays are my favorite day of the week, by the way. You know, so
That's crazy because this girl who I follow on YouTube. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Did I make noise? Sorry. This girl I follow on YouTube, she was saying, she was like, you know, it's hard, like being who I am, like a public figure. I have to keep up with myself, and you know, I have to make sure everything's on point. And you know, she was just being real. She was like, yes, I love looking the way I look, but it's still hard work. You know, she got the veneer. She's doing what every girl on Instagram is doing right now. And she was just saying how hard it was. And I was in my head, I was like, I'd rather you're hard than my 2 jobs hard, because it's like I got to do like hard labor type stuff ish. Not really, but you know, it's like I kind of rather. I know it is hard to keep up with yourself because I'm like, oh crap, my nails growing out. I don't have time to do that. You always distract me when you do that, but you know, I don't have time to do that. So I kind of get it, but I'm also like, I'd rather be like, oh, I gotta go get my nails done now. Gotta go keep up with myself. No, I gotta go wake up at 5 a.m. and open up a store. But I'm like, you know, hey, if I wanted to do that, I'm sure I could really go and try and do that. And, you know, that's why I want to come here so I can listen in, because I really do not like working 9 to 5.
That was like my
I do
secret
not.
right there. Because I really wanted Ron to be here and you to be here, so you can probably like motivate her and me.
Yeah,
right.
Both of us.
For me, man, I feel like people have to. For me, my personal opinion is you have to go through something dramatic before it. Like that's my opinion. Like
this is my
There's a saying.
Possessed, you lose somebody in the family, so that gives you like an edge. And then there's another thing that holds everyone back, and it's resources. So like before I had the resources, I was doing so much research on, you know, the e-commerce stuff. Like I didn't have enough money to invest in anything, but I would just study this stuff. It was like going to school. I would just study this stuff because I was like, when I get enough money, I'm gonna invest in this stuff. You know, like I saw I knew it was profitable, but I just didn't have the money to fund this stuff. So, and then also knowing what you want. I think because now, you know, I watched this, I forgot the guy that said it, but it's just an abundance of everything. That's the problem. Like, you know, like, oh, well, I want to be a doctor, or, oh, I want to be a model, or, you know, it's just so many things. You got to isolate yourself and really figure out what you want to do, because we're all good at something, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just stay with it, you know, like, you know, for the most part, everything I put my mind to, I've done. Like, you know, I worked at Publix 14 years, you know, we worked at Publix, you know what I'm saying? I was a manager, you know, the only thing I didn't do was drive a truck, you know, but I was starting to learn like entrepreneurial stuff. I was like, man, this is a better life, you know? So, but if I wanted to drive a truck, I would have done that, you know? So like, I feel like just knowing what you want, finding someone in that field that's doing that. And if they're successful, you got to get as close to them as possible, because they're going to show you the way. You know, like if it's working for them, be around them. If you see a successful makeup artist, say, all right, cool, see what she's doing, you know, learn makeup. Or it's just, I just feel like it's just so many different things, and we just get like distracted, you know. And then like, you know, not for the people that don't like have enough money, that weighs on you as well. So you have to have like a strong willpower, because now, like, I remember like a year and a half ago, like my bank account was like negative, you know, but you would think I would have like a lot of motivation. It still like weighs a cloud on you a little bit, you know, because like now I have more motivation than when I was broke, because it's like momentum. Like, yeah, like that's why like Diddy and Khaled, they're not being arrogant. It's like an energy, like especially like once you know what your life used to be like.
I love
like
Diddy, man.
There's no way I'm going back to that life. It's not happening. You know what I mean? So it's a relentless.
Do you have a routine that you stick to?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I write everything down. You know, I write down how much money I make for the like each day, every like each task, like writing down the most important things. And I've looked on YouTube for this, because I feel like knowledge is power. You never can know enough information. So like I'll look up series like how not to procrastinate. You know, like I was watching this series the other day, like, you know, how much sleep should I get? Because like I want to optimize you're competing against people that make a lot of money. What are they doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like sleep, the food you eat, it affects everything. So I mean, my routine is, obviously I write everything down, and I write down everything that needs to be done, like the real things that need to be done, because that again is holding a schedule for yourself, kind of like school, because it's simple, man. Like you hear everybody say it, but it's the truth. Like writing stuff down, okay, just like the simple stuff. Like, okay, today I'm going to the podcast, and then I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I have a photo shoot later at 4:00. Just those main things. It's like little achievements help you feel good. Like
milestones.
I feel good about it. All right, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And then now, anything else, it's like icing on the cake. Hey man, you want to go to the sports bar? Okay, it's fine. But just having it in order, because if not, I've messed up before in the past. Like even with like client stuff. Like when I first started, like hey Ron, where you at? Like, are you running late? I'm like, oh, you got to shoot today? Like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't write it down. I thought it was 2:00 instead of 3:00.
Yeah.
Like it's happened to me, So writing that's pretty much my routine. Like writing it down the night before, and then when I wake up, just knocking them off, And then like I also like I'm starting to drink water as soon as I wake up too, just stay hydrated.
I just started that warm water. Like
warm. Okay, I
room
didn't drink it
temperature.
cold because cold's very hard.
No, the thing about the cold
like
is
cold.
the warm or room temperature water is the same temperature as your body, so it goes in easier. If it's cold, your body's gonna be like, what the fuck,
I've been
nigga?
telling
Super
my
hard.
mom
That's what
that.
I've been doing. Yeah.
She loves like ice freezing cold. I'm like, that's probably gonna freeze all your fat, but probably not. But
We're dehydrated too. Like,
Oh yeah.
when we wake up, so it's, they say at least 16 ounces to 30 ounces of water. Get the day started. Don't look at your phone. Like it's
that's hard.
That's so
you know what I mean?
hard.
Because that affects your day too. I mean, I haven't been
does.
That
completely
dopamine hit though.
Yeah.
You sit there and hit a rabbit hole, and you're like, why have I been sitting here for an hour on my phone?
Yeah.
No, that happens
Looking
to
at
me.
nothing.
There have been plenty of times where I have to edit a client's photo or video, and I'm just sitting there on my phone like,
I'm still waiting on some pictures, but
oh yeah, oh my god,
Not you, right? Somebody else. You, Gil?
the anxiety is killing me.
Yeah. Somebody watching this.
Do you
probably
feel
filed
that
them pictures.
sometimes?
What's that?
When the client you haven't finished editing a client's photos and they're
most of
asking
those
for 'em?
memes he makes are about me.
Yes, they
Oh,
are.
okay. Yeah.
I see when he's like, people think they're talking about, and I'm like, I know they're all about me.
They are.
They're
Actually,
exact-
they're all about you.
I know.
It's so
I'm
weird.
good. I know who I am. I know me. So cool.
No, but I deal with other clients where they're, hey, what's going on? Where's my pictures? I'm like, I'll get to you later.
I feel like it's definitely levels to it. Like my biggest thing is just like, and I don't even think a lot of models realize they do this, unless it's been like months and months and like years, like because there's some people that don't,
Yeah.
But like it's just because I talked this about to my good friend. It was just like some models don't even ask us how we're doing.
No, they do not. No.
It's the littlest thing.
No.
I'm
That's
not
it.
a model,
Yeah.
but I
Just-
mean, I have.
Just say, hey, look, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
And then that's it,
Yeah.
because like in a text, it's like super impersonal. So, hey, you got the pictures done yet? And it's like, because I mean, look, kind of day I'm having, what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, so that little thing right there plays a huge part, like just say, hey, hope you're doing well, because I'm over the top. Like I'll be like, hey, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. That's just me. That's my personality. But a lot of people are just like, hey, you finished pictures yet? And sometimes the worst is like, because I kind of, it's my own fault. I'll post everything I'm doing on social media. So
Yeah.
like they'll see what I'm doing and then ask where the pictures are at. So it's like,
Yeah.
well, you actually just saw my story like
Yeah.
2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? But,
I do that
That's
too.
always
Like
funny.
clients, I'll post something like, well, me and Toy are hanging out. Hey, you're off today? I'm like, yeah. You gonna have my pictures done? Like, shit. And then it kind of ruins the mood. It's like, what the hell? Like, yeah, I'll have your pictures done. I told you it'll be a week. I just wonder, can you give me a sneak peek now? I'm like, oh my god, the block. Oh man. So I was gonna ask you about like health and fitness since we're talking about like water. Do you still do the fitness trainer thing or no?
I don't do the fitness trainer. I gave it up because my heart wasn't 110% in that. I still work out just so that people can recognize me,
Yeah.
because I did that for like 3-4 years.
Oh, you mean the big swole photographer?
Yeah. I go on set sometimes. They're like, you're the model, and then I'm like, no, I'm the photographer. You know,
Oh
like,
wow, that must be like a really good like feeling though. Like,
Do you get jobs like that? Do you model?
I mean, I actually used to model.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to model, but you know, at that time, I mean, at that time, you know, Instagram wasn't the way it is now. You know, like even sometimes I used to say, man, I wonder should I go back into the fitness industry, but then I deep down inside know, like, you know, I wouldn't be 110% on that, you know, because, you know, just going into it just for the money, you know, that would probably be, you can't just do that, you know, but it's very
expensive.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You would say it's more expensive than photography, right? You would say?
What's that?
Like the fitness lifestyle. Because keeping up with the
diet. I guess fitness is a lifestyle. Once you get your equipment, you know, you know,
the dieting too, and then the time.
The time and stuff like that. Yeah. You know.
Oh yeah, because I still have not meal prepped, and I've watched so many meal prep videos.
I've meal prepped for like maybe a good 3 or 4 months, and then it just got so tired.
I've been watching meal prepping since I've started losing weight, and I should. I'm like, why have I not bought the little container pack from Amazon?
I got tons of those.
So, you have a bunch of them?
I have a bunch of those.
You use them?
You're gonna have to.
Like I said, I don't think you heard me. I have a bunch of those.
Oh man,
that's funny. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we had a good talk. You want to take a break?
Yeah, we can take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a break and we'll be back. Hey guys, we're back from break. Hope you guys been enjoying Ron talk, man. It's
first time.
Dope, bro. I honestly feel you should like start your own podcast or something, or start vlogging or doing something, because you got a lot to say, a lot of positive things. Yeah,
man, I'm definitely gonna look at this when I look back at it, and you know, just look at it and see how I sound on camera, and just I feel like just going, man, just doing it, you know, like I know like the other side of my life is actually like giving back and like providing value and speaking to the world, because a lot like we talked about, a lot of people don't know how I am, you know, like. Because I am a big guy.
So this is pretty much your first introduction.
This is the first introduction. Yeah, this is the first introduction, man. So I feel like this is a good one. You know, like it's like, okay, they kind of see the personality a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They kind of see the mindset behind, you know, everything that I'm posting. You know, like, you know, because sometimes I'm like, man, am I coming off too cocky? And then some people are like, no, man, like. I love it. You motivated me, man. Yeah. Like, you know, because like a lot is like I want people to actually see I'm putting in this work.
Yeah.
Not because a lot of people, Instagram's is a highlight reel. You know, like I'm actually putting this work. You're out, I'm not out. You know what I'm saying? Like my best friends, like people that know me, they know. They're like, Ron, you still in the Batcave, bro? You know, like, but it's those nights that you sacrifice, even like relationships, like dates and all of that stuff, like it's gonna be worth it in the long run, you know. So
that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's nice.
I mean, it's just
that's the best you got.
I mean, no, I don't know. My brain is just like writing all this down. Like all my brain is literally just
I'm
processing.
Taking it all in too, so I'm just
it's
like, yeah.
But the thing is, like you said earlier before the break, it's so fucking simple.
Right.
But it's just, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it is, because I thought about like when I first got Instagram, and I've deleted like a bunch of accounts. Like I've been like, forget Instagram, I don't need this. Then I'm like, if I would have just kept my first Instagram and just built from there, I don't know where I would be now. Because I've followed people from when they had like not even 100K, and they are like at 1 million, and I'm like, wow. And they started off being just themselves. They didn't make like crazy skits like King Batch. They didn't do anything crazy. They were just themselves, you know, just marketing themselves. And then maybe did a little few like funny videos. But it's like, it is simple, but it is like time consuming.
It's the work ethic too, and the drive to get it done.
So,
because I have that, but it's just, I don't know what it is.
It could be the circle. Because like,
that's true.
If I go to LA, right? Most of the people that I'm outside photography, they're doing like skits and stuff. I go to LA, hey Ron, you want to be in a skit? So now you're in that, like it's really the circle. It's huge. Like that's like game changer.
Now they call it
you want to be best friends?
See,
like you call me like if you FaceTime me, it's a good chance I'm gonna be like either at Starbucks or in my computer chair.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
working.
Yeah. You know, and that's why like, and it's funny because like on the back end of that, like like when I actually do take a break, you know, balance, you know, like you have some haters like, oh, look, I thought you don't go out, you know,
Yeah,
like.
man.
Oh yeah.
So it's a balance too. I mean, I remember it's funny. One night I literally I made a meme and it was like, it was something like, you know, something to do with, oh, it said, hey, I never see you out. And then I think, and my response was like, hey, I never see you at the bank either. You know, like it was something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't make it up, but I saw it and I thought it was funny because it was like, hey, I never see you at the club. And
Yeah,
then-
I remember
and
you
then-
posted that last week or something.
But yeah, and then it's funny. My boy's like, "Yo, bro, you never go out. We have to go out." And mind you, I went out that same night after posting that. And my boy called me. He's like, "Bro, that's crazy. You just posted." You know what I mean? It was funny, but I'm starting actually to learn to balance it and actually enjoy too, because I'm doing well, and sometimes I'll just get too zoned out. I mean, I've only been to the movies 3 times this year.
What did you see? You remember?
Just recently, I saw 2 movies in one day. I saw Crazy Rich Asians or Crazy Ass.
How
I
was
wanted
that?
to see that.
Good.
It's like a romantic. It was alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went because my friend didn't get a chance to watch the rest of it. So so we were watching it like for him, and then after that, he's like, "Yo, bro, Venom comes out. Let's watch that too." I'm like, "Bro, I couldn't
That
even
was
stay up
good.
during the last one. Like, that's another thing. I can't stay up during movies." So then I saw Venom, and that was good.
I just seen Venom last night.
Talking about, oh, looks bad.
It wasn't bad. It was just yeah. I mean, I'm a comic book head, so I'm always gonna judge.
Okay. Yeah. So
Whatever.
just doing different things, man. Trying to actually.
So do you
enjoy.
watch TV or anything? Do you have like a show you watch?
Nah, I don't watch. Like when I don't watch TV. Like if I do watch TV, it's gonna be Shark Tank. But like my TV is usually off.
Yeah.
But I watch YouTube though. So
Yeah.
like, I mean, I guess you know, like I don't watch shows. I used to watch Power up until like season 3, but then I started implementing in these strategies, and then like once success and your life starts changing,
You don't got time for that.
like why would you do the things that aren't going to like make you better? You
Yeah.
know, and I feel like there's always room to like grow and learn. It's like, you know, like how do you know everything about this soap opera or like this Netflix series? Like, but then like you don't have it. It to me is it's wild because that energy you're putting in that you could have learned a lot of stuff.
That's
you
the
know what I mean?
thing.
Like,
When I'm doing my thing when I'm editing, I like to put on the show. But then I realize these shows that I watch are 20, 24 minutes, 30 minutes. 20, 40 minutes, I could be learning about high frequency editing, learning about how to fully optimize my camera for working video. So I'll put those on instead every once in a while. But every once in a while, I do watch like a TV show. But I notice I only watch TV shows and movies when I'm with my wife. My wife is like a TV movie junkie, which is cool because we're both different. But what would you say to people who have a significant other who doesn't really support them?
That's tough, man.
'Cause
Because I actually went through that. Like she supported. Well, it was kind of like back and forth. Like, that's tough, man. If someone doesn't support what you're doing, that's not healthy at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like for me in the beginning of one of my relationships, like she told me she supported, but like deep down she didn't. You know, and then like it kind of like blew up. Like, see, you know, I never, you know, so it I mean, if you're making money, like, you're not, you know, you're not cheating, you're not hurting anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like some things, like, you know, you're not doing anything wrong. But I feel like support's huge because that energy is gonna affect you as well too.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh man, I know she don't even like what I'm doing. You know, so you know, energy's huge. You know, so. You know, I had that relationship, but it didn't end good. You know, I mean, we're really good friends now, but during that time, it was just like too much, you know,
toxic.
Yeah, like she was doing something that I didn't support. It wasn't even bad, but it was just like I just didn't believe.
Two
in
different
it.
lanes.
Yeah, it's just 2 different lanes. You know, like I didn't see it. You know, I was real big on like making money, so I was like, hey, you're not making money. Like, what are you doing? But what she was doing, she was helping other people. So it was like, all right, well, you're helping people, but you know, I was at that time where I was like, I wanted
Hustle.
money. Yeah, hustle. So. But the support is it's huge because then you can, you know, a man is we're not anything without a woman anyway. So like you put us together, you know what I'm saying? Like then you take off, you know.
But I mean, there have to be some type of leveling, don't you think? As far as like mentally or spiritually, it have to be some type of equally yoked.
Right. So like if compromise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, if she doesn't support this, then, you know, then you guys are, it has, yeah, I feel like it still has to be something equal as well.
Okay.
So she doesn't like you doing photography?
No, my wife.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Oh,
I was,
okay.
I'm thinking about my friend.
Talking about.
Oh, okay.
Because she knows my wife. My wife
I'm
is
like, I know you weren't talking.
done-
And in my head, I'm like, I don't know who
I've
you
done
talking about.
fully nudes. I've done
She just
middle of the night.
I'd be like, come
podcasting.
out, Alex. Where are you going? Why don't you come
Yeah,
out with
my wife-
us? She just be like, y'all do
My
y'all
wife
thing.
100% supports me. Like, I wouldn't be able to do anything if I didn't have her support. If she didn't, she's the first one. She was the first person that I, tested my camera with. I got into photography with this little camera over here. I found for $20,
Right.
and I moved up to getting other cameras, and she's been 100% supporting me. And she even, was helping me talk to you. She's like, you should do it. Just ask him. And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't talked
That's
to
the
him.
thing,
in
man.
a while.
That's why I have to. And why were you? Based off like my reaction, you were probably scared, or
The reaction, and then fear of like
You probably
being
look like you
just
have a
red.
lot of followers.
oh, okay. See, yeah,
whole-
that's the thing, and that's why I have to like voice out. Because
'Cause
I don't want anybody to feel like that. Everybody's not gonna like you, but like a lot of people just don't know like the personality until you put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. Like, oh man, well I would have asked you. I wasn't sure. Like, they have no idea, man. Like I'm super positive. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you saw that? I was like, let's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, you was like, let's get it. And I was like,
You're like, what?
I was like, I think I got the wrong account.
And just doing the right thing, man. Treating people the way you want to be treated, man. Like, I still have DMs like, it's like, yo, I didn't think you were gonna reply to my DM. I'm like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, I actually hate when people, there's photographers that I look up to, and they're not replying to people. You know what I'm saying? They're leaving people on red. Like, why?
That
Like,
makes
you're not better than
people
anybody.
that makes people stay a fan and makes people want to say, hey, go check out this person. And that's how you think you build your page, word of mouth sometimes,
There's this
People be like,
photographer, Ike, Photo by Ike. He's a big YouTuber, and I followed him on YouTube, and then I followed him on Instagram, and he followed me back, and he liked some of my pictures, and I was like, hey, man, I follow you on YouTube. And he's like, oh, thanks, bro. I see you shoot with a Nikon D750. That's dope. And I'm like, oh, shit, he actually read my captions. And I was like, damn, actually made me want to even like follow him even more.
Right.
Because of that relationship. And I was like, that's so dope. That's how you do it. You don't have that bougie ass attitude. You don't get successful like that.
Yeah, it's all about providing value, man. Teaching, expressing your voice, like, and that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, the things that I know, like, I've learned through other people, but a lot of things I've learned on my own. I want to be able to show what I've learned and the mistakes that I've made and stuff like that. Like, people, they're following you for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and to go back to like that Will Smith talk, like, I feel like some people are playing that mysterious game on purpose, but it's really like only hurting you. Like, like, now we might have our own insecurities. Like, I had them. Like, I don't have a haircut. My teeth aren't white enough.
Yeah.
Like, I have bags. Like, all these dumb things. But, I really want to put it out there. Like, all right, cool. That's why I dibble and dab. Every now and then I'll show my face. I have my personal page, stuff like that, because it's part of the brand. You know what I mean? Like, who am I following? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, who are you? Like, we see these quotes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not perfect, but you putting these quotes out. Like, who are you? So
yeah, everybody's posting these cool captions, and that's so cool. But like you said, who are you?
Yeah.
Everybody has when people have like really good captions all the time. I'm like, why is everything so perfect? Like, I get you want to expose the best parts, but it's like, when you're a public figure and if everything's like a facade, I stop following you. Like, I like when, like, what's that girl name? She's really big.
Katie? Ooh.
Oh, I like her. I like when people are just themselves. Even though she does really cool skits, like, you could tell, like, that's just her. But I like what's Just Living Baby. She always does those, like, kind of motivational. Her boobs are, like, this huge. Yeah. Like, I like people like her. Like, she's just herself. She's like, this is me, be yourself and don't let nobody, I like motivate. I start to like motivational people instead of the girls who are just cute and, they kind of motivate you to be like, okay, I want to go to the gym. But then they kind of make you feel like, oh, I look like shit. And then it's like, I don't want to keep following these girls who I know kind of have fake bodies and, You know, like, okay, I don't want to completely judge you because you have a fake body, but it's like, gosh, why I feel like everything is just so perfect. Like, your lace front is always perfect. Like, everything. That's why you like Cardi B, because, yeah, she looks perfect sometimes, but, yeah, she shows you when she looks like crap, and she shows you, you know, I start to relate more to people who show a little bit of, like, take the mask off. You know, you can put it back on, but take it off a little bit. And show like your real self, you know. So I forgot what I was talking about.
I think you're talking like teaching, like showing people that.
I go into like, I went off real.
No, but speaking of the teaching, I noticed you did seminars.
I still didn't do it yet.
You were talking about teaching?
You mentioned something about teaching.
Me? Okay, never mind. Let's go back to the teaching.
I actually was going to do a workshop, and
that's what it was, a workshop.
Yeah, it was a workshop. It was going to be more like marketing. A lot of people didn't really care about editing. They wanted to learn how to make money, which I don't blame them. But the price point I had, I think it was like $250, and a lot of people didn't have that. But my mistake was I didn't provide enough value. I didn't really show. I mean, I am doing pretty well, but you know, you still need proof, social proof, stuff like that. Like, I need to provide a little bit more value, you know, and then, you know, so what I plan on doing is doing a free workshop. That's what I plan on doing.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
When do you plan on doing that?
Probably December, like in December. When I get back
I'll be down for that. I think we'll both be down for that.
Yeah. So, like, because I really sat down and analyzed, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a free workshop. I'm going to provide value, you know, like, you know.
Oh, you said free, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you know, like.
You don't have
I'm like, I don't remember how we got to the teaching part, but okay, free workshop sounds good.
Yeah, so.
I have to move this. It's too.
Yeah, you got to get closer. So just, you know, doing the workshop, showing, you know, marketing strategies, stuff like that. And then from there, build onto it from there, you know. So that'll be in December.
I'll be down for that. And you said you're gonna be teaching just marketing and how to market with social media and
I'll
e-commerce.
probably do another poll, but most people from the poll that I collected last time, you know, how to email clients, you know, following up with clients, you know, all the things that I take for granted as far as the things that I know. Like, a lot of people don't know those things, you know. Yeah. So, I didn't know you should do that, or, you know, like, I can't get any clients, but your page doesn't look like who you're trying to attract, like I talked about before. Like, if I want to shoot for Range Rover, I need to maybe find someone who has a range, you know, like, start posting that. Yeah. Perception's reality. Now, I didn't know you shoot for Range Rover.
Exactly.
Like, can you shoot my campaign?
Yeah.
Like, so it's really that, it's strategies like that, so.
Yeah. That happened to me a couple of times where I used to just shoot families. And then I done one random model shoot, was a paid gig, and somebody hit me up. Oh my gosh, I didn't know you shoot models. I thought you just shoot family. And I'm like, oh, damn it.
Yeah, I see why.
Like, because I really wanted to shoot models, but then the ones that contact me is more families, and then I would just keep getting families and the models. I didn't know you shoot models. I want to shoot with you soon.
Right.
Then I was like, her times how many other people thought the same thing. So yeah.
Time to push them. Envelope. I said envelope. It's time to push the envelope.
Yeah. So when you gonna push?
Yeah, exactly.
When you gonna push it?
Oh, man, I have to find time. I gotta quit one job. I don't know. I do want to work on visuals though.
Okay.
I do, cause I don't know, standing still stuff. Cause I'm not really a model. I want to just do this for fun. So I do want to do visuals though. You know, so I don't like the standing still pose. So I was like, we should try visuals, and plus it'll just be fun. Yeah. And for you, help you out, you know. Trying to help you out, but also, you know, I want to see how I look.
I feel like what's stopping me is the circle, and I feel like it's just myself, because I have all the knowledge. Like, I have, you know, all the gear, and it's just I don't know what it is. I was talking to this makeup artist. I had a shoot with Rich Hair Care, Sally Beauty, Saturday. Oh, nice. And I was speaking to this makeup artist, and he was telling me, yeah, I just made I think it was like $1,700 on YouTube the other day. And I was like, what? I have a YouTube channel. I'm struggling, man. He's he's like, oh, this is all you got to do. And he said, just do this, do this, do this. I was like, I am doing that. Okay. Nothing's working for me.
Right.
And he's just like, oh no, you just have to do this. And then I showed him my YouTube channel, and he was like, "How do you get that? How are you putting these videos? How do you put in this caption? How do you do the thumbnail? Oh my gosh, I never knew how to do this."
But do you see how YouTube is though? How it's changing? Like they're knocking off a lot of people.
I know, but he's not to knock him off, but his videos are just regular schmegular. No intro, no lower third.
You gotta
stuff.
do clickbait. Remember that.
And he's like a lot of clickbait stuff. But he does a lot of makeup, and I'm just like watching his views climb up to like 100,000 views, and I'm just looking at it like, what am I doing wrong here?
You might not be doing anything wrong. I feel like you just got to stay the course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're all interesting.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like this is why the Kardashians are so popular. Like, if I start vlogging, the people that follow me, you know, there's a good chance some of the people are gonna like, oh, okay, let me see what the heck this guy up to. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like just stay the course. You know what I'm saying? Like, switch some stuff up. You know, I mean, I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't be able to like say what you're doing wrong. But I mean, you've already started, so that's better. I haven't started. I mean, I have my YouTube videos. Haven't vlogged at all. You know, I do a little 15-second Instagrams. That's it. You know, like so. You're doing. I mean, a lot of people still haven't, man. Like, you know, at the level I'm at, there's a lot of people still aren't. I mean, they could say time, but we still make time for the stuff we want to do. And then, like, nobody wants to be seen at the bottom. That's not even my fear. Mine was just insecurities. Like, that's it. Like, me starting it, like, I'm gonna.
So what are you insecure about? You say like your hair and your teeth. Is that
just like lighting sometimes? Like, you know, like eyes, bags in your eyes, like just dumb stuff. You know, like some. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for me, I always feel like I sound stupid. That's like my greatest fear. Like I would record a vlog or a podcast, like an intro, and I'll record it 30, 40, 40, 50 times. Or there will be some times where the camera's panning on me and I feel like I'm doing something stupid to my face. Let me just cut me out of this scene. That's a lot of things like that hold me back. Then I'll show it to everybody. No, you look fine. You look very you sound very professional. I think I sound stupid.
Nah, you got a good voice. You said I got a good voice. I'm like, I don't know.
No, you really do got a good voice.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you really should try out this podcasting or vlogging thing or motivational speaking thing.
Right.
Like, I mean, do like a 15-second video thing. Good morning, y'all.
Right.
Something.
I actually downloaded an app, man, but the only thing that stopped me from that, I was like so close. I'm like, I'm going to do the podcast. They have an app for me. This is it. It was
Anchor?
called Anchor, but it's not long enough.
It's not that it's long enough. It's not that it's long enough, but when you start listening to podcasts, quality is everything. I mean, the message too, but it's also the quality. If you record on Anchor, I suggest you get a Rode microphone for your iPhone. You would attach it, and then you could record it from there.
Just the quality.
Because you would record it from an iPhone speaker or headphone.
Right.
It's garbage. You get like a better microphone, then you would sound a lot better.
Okay.
Because audio is everything with podcasts.
And you can just plug it into your little.
And you can just plug it in. And the thing is with the microphone is, let's say you're in your room and then somebody comes in through the door or climbing upstairs. They're going to hear all that on a podcast, unless it's in a quiet room or you have really good isolating microphones.
Okay. Because when I played it back, it sounded pretty legit. And then I put some music on it. I'm like, yo, I sound official. You know what I mean?
Or maybe they cleaned it up since, because I used it when it first came out.
Oh yeah, I just used it like 2 months ago.
Okay, I haven't checked it out.
I was gonna do like motivational Mondays.
Yeah.
Like little rants or just like whatever I was feeling at the time.
Now,
and
would they be on the iTunes app or would they be
on iTunes?
Really?
Too, man. Everything is legit. It just wasn't long enough. Cause I like talking.
How long was it?
I think it was like 2 minutes. But you start talking, bro, and then that's it.
Yeah.
You know, like
you can't have a guest on there. Like, hey, hurry up and plug.
Yeah, it's definitely dope, but it's just like it's so short. Like it would have to be like, I don't know, man, like word of the day or I don't know, man. Like, this is super short. Like I need at least.
But I feel like if you do that at least would be like a warm up for you until you officially get something where you really want.
Yeah.
So
I still have one saved in my phone, actually. I think.
You do?
Yeah. I got one saved in my phone.
There's an app called Zencaster, which is another good one. I think it's only on the computer though, but Anchor, I gotta check it out because I had it maybe like 2 or 3 years ago when it first came out, because that was really cool. Like the fact that you can podcast and you can have other people podcast with you from other phones, right?
Yeah.
But it's only a minute.
Yeah, it's like, what are y'all doing? Can we pay for more time? Like, what's up, man? I feel like it's like, so lit.
All right, well, it's been an hour now.
Ooh.
Woo.
Yeah.
Don't even feel like an hour.
Yeah, I know, right? It's been good talking to you, man.
Yes,
I appreciate it, man. I
information.
appreciate it. Thank you.
And
Thank you for having me.
plug your Instagram stuff.
Follow me on Instagram, Ronald Wayne _ and what else? YouTube is Ronald Wayne Productions. So
Website, email.
ronaldwayne.co. ronaldwayne.co. Not without the M.
You got to write all that down.
I'll put it.
Yeah, just tag it. Where's it gonna be?
Yeah, it's gonna be maybe
Like-
right under you. Yeah.
It's gonna be right
I don't know what I'm doing.
there. There.
All right, Toya, you gonna plug? Cause you know.
Oh, like no.
I'll just put your shit up.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching and
Bye.
listening. Bye.